Hello, this is the Kenyan Siasa. I am your host Bali Odawa and Adawa. Dear folks of the Kenyan Siasa, in the newspaper of the Star of Wednesday, a story is told of a meeting between the President William Ruto, and Nyanza MPs allied to Raila Amolo Odinga. We're being told that this meeting was mobilized secretly, and ultimately it was conducted in a secret fashion. It took place at the State House and went up to late in the night. Dear folks of the Kenyan Siasa, in this episode, we're making an analysis of some of the reasons that might have led to this meeting between the President William Ruto and MPs allied to Raila Amolo Odinga. Raila Amolo Odinga has a strong spark grip over his lieutenant. Raila Amolo Odinga has a religious following in his support base. And therefore, it is impossible for an entire team of Nyanza MPs to go to the State House to meet the President without Raila Amolo Odinga's blessings. So, what are some of the reasons that might have led to this meeting? Right now, it is an open secret that Raila Amolo Odinga is in a cordial working relationship with the President William Ruto. In the broad-based government, and even President William Ruto has given Raila Amolo Odinga some powerful dockets in his government. President William Ruto is also supporting and facilitating Raila Amolo Odinga AUC bid in Addis Ababa. We can say that President William Ruto saw it wise to hold this meeting because right now the mountain has exited President William Ruto's realm of politics. They are no longer with him. The animosity is high. The rebellion is immeasurable. And considering that the gamer nation is rich with regards to votes, President William Ruto must be a worried man. And therefore, it is inevitable for him to start looking for other alternatives that will fill the void that has been left by the gamer nation. Because if he doesn't fill this void, then his chances of clinching the presidency in the 2027 general elections are almost impossible. Therefore, we can say that he met this group so that he can now start exploring, he can now start winning new frontiers that were not his in the past general elections of the 2022. To compensate the votes that are slipping away from his hands. Therefore, it will be necessary to meet these leaders so that with the blessing of Raila Amolo Odinga, they can start shaping the opinion of the Nyanza region to be conducive, to be receptive to President William Ruto, so that they can vote for him in the 2027 general elections. As you know, in the 2022 general elections, President William Ruto performed dismally in the Nyanza. And if Raila Amolo Odinga doesn't run for the presidency in the 2027 general elections and doesn't support another candidate in the 2027 general elections, this will be a huge basket that will give him a good start in the 2027 general elections. Another reason as to why President William Ruto met this group of MPs from the Nyanza region is due to his recent visit to Gatundu, to the immediate former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Since the broad-based government was initiated, the ODM party has been a critical partner, has been a fundamental associate in President William Ruto's political arithmetics and even in President William Ruto's government. And it is obvious that this meeting between President William Ruto and the immediate former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta at the beginning of the week might have sparked a sense of insecurity within the ODM brigade, because it wasn't clear what President William Ruto wanted to achieve with the immediate former President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Therefore, maybe he called them for this meeting just to assure them that they are still one, that all their interests will be catered for, and he hasn't betrayed them, and he needs them. So we can say he called them for this meeting just to settle any sense of civil rivalry that might arise secondary to the emergence of the Uhuru factor working relationship with Ruto possibility in the near future. Another factor that might have led to this meeting between President William Ruto and the Luo Nyanza MPs is due to a visit that he's planning to make in the Nyanza region soon. President William Ruto is expected to visit the Luo Nyanza soon, and maybe he called this meeting so that proper mobilization and preparation for his visit can be made, and also just to create that harmony or synchronize some issues here and there. As you know, in the last visit of President William Ruto to the Luo Nyanza region, he commissioned a lot of projects, he promised a lot of things, and therefore we can say that he called them just to make sure that things are streamlined, and therefore to enable a conducive or a warm reception to be achieved in his visit to the Luo Nyanza region. Dear folks of the Kenyan Siasa, we come to the halt of this episode. For those of you who are subscribed to our YouTube channel, the Kenyan Siasa, we're humbled, we're glad, thank you. And for those of you who are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, the Kenyan Siasa, we beseech you to show us some love by subscribing. Then hit on the notification bell to get notified whenever we upload content. Until next time, I'm Jabali, Odawa, Anadawa. Bye-bye.